Picture this. You're in a meeting, there's a slide full of charts and data, and there's a speaker speaking in complete monotone for the entire time. 60 seconds in, and you look around you. Most of the audience are either struggling to stay awake or too busy scrolling their phones. Sounds familiar? I've been there. Have you ever wondered why it happens though? Well, our human brains are wired for survival. When we hear things communicated in a monotone way, where our mind is indirectly telling us nothing's happening. So let's switch to low power mode. So a lot of speakers do assume that gestures, big gestures, tend to make content exciting or engaging, right? I mean, yes, it is important, but a lot of speakers tend to overlook the fact that vocal variety can make a big difference as well. I would argue it can actually make a bigger difference when it comes to handling more serious content. What is exactly vocal variety? Let me break it down for you. So vocal variety includes pace, fast, slow, pitch, high, low, volume, high, low, and pauses. We actually subconsciously use vocal variety in our everyday conversation. If you are happy, you want to make a point, people can hear the smile through your voice. So when you want to treat it like an instrument, in the business context, we deliberately have to use it compared to our everyday interaction. So for example, an instrument, what you can do with it, if you want to command attention, you speak a little louder with high pitch. If you want to emphasize something, maybe speak lower. Here's a demonstration for monotone. Q4 sales increased by 15%. Variety. Q4 sales increased by 15%. See a difference? So now we talked about how vocal variety can serve us. Now, how do we apply that to those boring business content that we typically deal with? Well, I get it. It can be quite difficult. You see, story frameworks don't exactly work for this kind of content. You can't dramatize facts or charts or data. That's just not how it works. But this is how vocal variety can serve you. First, humans are really smart. Our minds and sensories are constantly adapting. So when we use vocal variety, when we speak quicker with higher pitch, your audience tend to pick up those signals because it keeps them alert, it keeps them on their toes. It doesn't default you to as a background noise because monotone messages tend to fall into that category. Second, vocal variety acts as a mental highlighter. When you want to emphasize a point, you want to speak louder, higher pitch, right? Q4 sales increased by 15%. Third, in business meetings, business presentation, information overload is so common. There's just so much information to absorb. By taking pauses strategically, your audience will be able to actually absorb what you're trying to say, especially new information. So when they walk out that meeting, they will feel that they are more informed than before. And fourth, vocal variety helps breathe emotions into those boring content. Boring content doesn't have any emotions. There's no hook to it. So as a speaker, if you lend that enthusiasm, it subconsciously tells your audience that, hey, my content is worth listening to. Just hear me out. Well, if you still don't believe me that engagement is a delivery skill, watch this. This is a user manual for a monitor. I'm going to read it off on the first section. This is how monotone will sound like. 1. Safety precautions. Warning. Safety instructions. Do not place monitor in rain, humid environment, or open the monitor case to avoid any shock, electrical hazards, and or mechanical hazards. Well, if I use vocal variety, this is what it sounds like. 1. Safety precautions. Warning, safety instructions. Do not place the monitor in rain, humid environment, or open the monitor case to avoid any shock, electrical hazards, and or mechanical hazards. Same words, completely different energy. There you go, folks. Now, next time if you're facing dry data or dense slides, vocal variety is here to the rescue.